Good morning, guys. I'm just getting these notifications out. Give me 1 second. All right. Good morning. Mr. Tom, top of the morning to you as well, my friend. Ed D, good morning, guys. So we had the RBA interest rate decision last night while I was in the bed. They leave the national interest rate as at a historic low of 0.1% for the month, but has given the first signal that the rates could rise earlier than expected. The economic recovery in Australia is stronger than earlier expected and is forecast to continue. So basically what that translates to is you got a lot of Aussie and New Zealand strength this morning. All right. The interest rate decision happened at roughly 12:30 a.m. my time. You can see that it's got a nice big strong bounce on the day. You are trading into a level that looks like it would be a great spot to sell it. Also, you're testing the 50 spot on the RSI once again, and you are still below your 50 EMA. So your 21 has not crossed the 50 EMA to the upside yet. So a lot of people are going to take this as a selling opportunity right here, right now, where it is. It's up to you to decide if you want to look at that or possibly get long. All right, there is no exact perfect setup here, but what you can do, or what I do generally when you have situations like this, is I go look at the other one. For instance, NZD Japanese yen. The problem is the yen is the third strongest pair on the day. So you have New Zealand at the number one spot, then Aussie, then the yen. So trading Aussie or New Zealand versus the Japanese yen is going to create somewhat of a problem, because all three of those currencies are the strongest pairs on the day. Are there other pairs that you can trade it against? Yeah, Aussie Swiss, New Zealand Swiss, that's the strongest versus the weakest on the day currently. But if you go look at Aussie Swiss or New Zealand Swiss, you will see that there is no opportunity, as it's already happened, right? You've already taken out any bullish targets that we would have had on the day, would have been right there, that wick. That would have been our first target down here. Once we broke above resistance, closed above resistance on a retest, we would have been looking to get long, targeting that wick. So that trade's already played out. Everything else on the day is weak, right? Euro dollar, weak. Pound dollar, weak. Everything is weak. There's the pound dollar. Pound dollar is not nearly as weak as the euro dollar. That's for sure. Euro dollar, definitely. Where is that? Oh, that was Euro Aussie. Apologies. Here's Euro dollar, putting in a bearish engulfing on the day, taking out yesterday's price action, which is to be expected, as yesterday was just a bank holiday, right? So Euro is trying to take out support to the downside. Let's get rid of all these drawings. Trying to take out support to the downside. So the trade has already happened. At best, what we could hope for if we were looking for this trade is a retest back up into that daily support level right there. And there is a bearish target on the day right there. So that's still a pretty good piece away from current price action, 27 pips from here. So if you could get a retest back up to here, or at least testing this hourly resistance right there, if you could get back up to there and take a short setup, that would give you a little bit of something to work with. There is nowhere to put your stops. I would probably try to get my stop above that red candle right there if I were to take that position. But like I said, guys, there's it'll be the New York session before it, even if it pulls back to this area, to get a short entry. So just keep that in mind. Those two levels are one spot 18496. That is your daily support level. Your hourly resistance would be one spot 18472. Those are the two areas that you would look for pullback into. Then you'd want to see failure there at an hourly closing basis. All right. So me and Ed were just talking about this a little bit ago. He likes it for a short Aussie yen. All right, this is what I'm talking about right here. He likes it for a short because of the way the daily looks, and any other time I would agree with him. Any other time. Have the RBA not come out last night and we had this price action, the way it looks with all the indicators and everything, it would look like a short setup to me too. This is a very strong daily candle. You are testing roughly the midpoint of that daily candle right now. All right, right now. So basically what I'm going to be watching is this is hourly support down here. If we get an hourly close below 83.790, I will not be looking for long setups on this asset. If we do hold here or here, I will be looking long, targeting 84.258. Excuse me. Once again, 84.258. That would be my bullish target if we do get this hold at support. If this thing checks it and holds it, I will be looking for that bullish target right there. How many pips does that give you? That gives you a 37 pip move on the Aussie yen. That's pretty insane. And I do believe if you do get a break above that, you're probably going to continue, as I will show you why. Right there, that's my target, right? Now you have tested resistance, and this is resistance right here on the daily, and you are pulling back from it. All right, so to the untrained eye, that would look like rejection, right? Looks like rejection. Typically, the reason it's not, all right, here is your breakout. Here, and then here. Either one of those two spots. We'll use this one as this one's the highest. There's your breakout. Big, strong hourly close above the level of resistance. Then you have a bearish pullback into support, and you close above it. Your very next candle is a bullish explosive candle, taking out last resistance. Now this candle becomes resistance, and you've already taken that out. All right, so you are clearly heading in one direction, and that one direction is up. I do not like taking trades this early in the morning. However, if this thing keeps holding here, I am going to be looking for entries. Stop below the wick low of this candle. That's once it closes. If it closes here or higher. Remember, an hourly close below 83.790. You are washing your hands with this asset. You are not looking for longs. All right. Would it be safer to trade NZD yen than that? No, and I'm going to tell you why. It's not giving us a setup. It's not testing an old resistance, right? I guess it is all the way over here. When I'm taking entries on assets, I want to see the range being tested of the current price action. I don't like to take breakouts, and if you're looking at this as a support check of this price action over here, then what you're doing essentially is you're buying a retest of a breakout. All right, that's the best way to trade breakouts, obviously, but I would much rather have it testing this candle down here. And if we were to get a test of this candle with a rejection, I would be looking for long entries on this. The reason I am not is because all of our bullish targets are smoked. This would have been your bullish target right there, this wick high. And you can see that you have already taken that out. The only one that stands with an unchecked profit target is Aussie yen. So that's why I'm looking at Aussie yen. I like Aussie yen on the day for a long, and I like euro dollar on the day for a short. So we will be watching those two assets pretty close. Now, also, I took that trade yesterday on pound CAD. All right, here's what it looks like. Remember, this is a paper trading account. I did take this exact position on both of my other accounts, and it still sets to be the same. I took profit on this push yesterday. This is when I took profits. So anything up here, if it wants to come up and stop me out, it's okay. I am going to move the stop loss down to my entry. I have already done so on my other accounts. So we will see what this is going to do, right? Pound isn't that strong. Let's go look at let's go over here and look at FinViz real quick. This microphone is in my way. All right, give me 1 second as I'm going to get blasted with pop-ups. No. Where is the X? All right, here you go. So NZD is the strongest on the day, almost reaching 1%. That's a big move, guys, in FX. 1% move is a big move in FX. A spot 50% move is a big move in FX. So you got these two are the strongest, and there's your yen right there sitting in the third spot. I don't like trading like that. I would much rather Japanese yen be all the way over here. But if it was like that, chances are you would not be getting a pullback right now. So it is what it is, guys. I am not clairvoyant. I have no clue what's going to happen. Thank you, AC, for the super chat, my friend. I really appreciate it. I'm not clairvoyant. So if you take this Aussie yen long today, make sure you use a stop loss. All right. Where you put your stop loss, it's up to you, but make sure you use one, and make sure you do not risk more than 0.5% up to 1% of your total account's equity. Make sure that for a fact, because these trades are not always right. They don't always work. I've already taken 2 trades on the week. Yesterday, both of them, I was long USD CAD first thing in the morning, and then I ended up taking that pound CAD short. So both trades I took yesterday was on the Canadian dollar, and both trades were in opposite directions. So it was just one of those weird, crazy things that happened. Let's go over here to but they were the only 2 assets that I seen an entry on, right? Yesterday on the USD CAD, I was watching this stuff right here. I was looking for a short originally. And then I seen this right here, break above resistance and a close above resistance on the hourly. All right, having at 5 o'clock in the morning. So on this push lower into this Heath level right there, this bearish candle, that is when I got long, and my target was this first area of resistance. So took profits right there. 2 hours later, we had a push up into that level and then a pretty nice sell-off. Then we had follow through last night during the Asian session, and look what you're doing during London. You are moving higher. So this is why I don't like trading Aussie or in the Asian session, because of this. Usually the Asian session puts in the first move of the day, and that first move of the day is usually in the opposite direction as it's putting in your daily, right? So it goes down, then bounces up. So there's nothing to do on this asset, right? Nothing to do. You're trading into a Heath level right there on the hourly. You do have a lot of bullish momentum, so you would not be looking to short this either, right? Because of that momentum. If it was a slow push up into that, then we may be talking differently about this asset. But since you've had a lot of strength, you don't want to short strength. Never want to short into strength. Aussie CAD, look at this. Just straight up. That's that RBA interest rate decision. So that's going to be the strongest pairs on the day. Let's go look at the Bitcoin. Once again, if you're just arriving, welcome. We are watching Aussie yen for a long. I will go back over it real quick, and Euro USD for a short. Aussie yen targeting 84.256. 84 spot 256. That's the bullish targets. Bullish targets. We are not wanting to see an hourly close anywhere below this bearish candle's opening price. Hourly close below that, then you're gonna have to wait to see what happens, because that could be indicative that they are selling this up here. It is a fantastic spot for a short trade. If it wasn't for the interest rate decision, that's what I would be looking at on this asset. But I just believe they're gonna bring it right up there, take out that liquidity, then maybe you will see a push lower. And then Euro USD, one last time, we are looking for a pullback into these 2 levels here, and we want to see rejection at those 2 levels. Now the problem is it could go all the way back up to here and still look good for a short, right? Why are you looking short? Well, because you've taken out support on an hourly closing basis, so you're looking for pullbacks to get short. The first two areas that we will watch for rejection would be one spot 18496 and then one spot 18472. Over here to Mr. Bitcoin. All right. So yesterday, Bitcoin pulled back. It was a weak day, right? You pulled back into this trend line. This trend line right here has basically held price until you got the breakout here. This is a legit breakout. You have taken out the low of that with a closing basis. So this smells of a bull trap. Smells of a bull trap. You closed all the way back down on the trend line. You have this ascending trend line coming in as also somewhat of support, and you can see you do have daily support right there. So there are three things of confluence right there. That is it. That is all the confluence I can find. You are setting well below all your major moving averages, and you are below the 50 spot on the RSI. This was a selling opportunity. Your bullish move today was only going up into that Heath level right there. That's your selling opportunity. You're not looking for longs until you get a daily closure above this bullish candle on Bitcoin. Why are you waiting for that? Because then you will have proved that there is bullish strength here. This could be a pullback on the day. Yes, it could, right? Look at this. Support, 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 boom. Now look at your hourly. You're coming right back in to test support. This is not bullish. This is not what you ever want to see. You did get a break above hourly resistance. Yes, you did. However, this bearish candle right here is showing you that people are selling this. Why did they sell it right here? Because this is a push lower midpoint check. That's it. Here is your push into hourly support right there. This is your breakdown candle. All right. The breakdown or the breakout candle is the only candle that you're concerned with the midpoint on. You're not looking to check every midpoint on every candle. It's breakdown candles, and if it's bullish, breakout candles. Only those do you watch for midpoint checks. Here's your breakdown candle. There's your midpoint check. There's your sell-off. Any push up into 34,661 spot 86 is going to possibly be met with heavy selling. There is a lot of support confluence down here, so I'm not looking to take this. We do not short in front of support. Never. All right? Because it's at support. It could hold. But we're not looking to go long either, as you're trading inside of yesterday's range. This is yesterday's range. You are trading in the middle of it, essentially. You're not looking for nothing. Not looking for nothing. When this high or this low gets taken out, then you can look for new entries. Obviously, if you come down here and take this stuff out, you're looking for shorts. You take this out to the upside, you can possibly look for longs. It's this swing high I want to see busted, not this one. This one. I am not looking to take long positions until that happens. And that's Bitcoin, unfortunately. There's nothing else to say. If you look at it on the daily, you've been trading in a range since the capitulation went to the downside on May 19th. You've done absolutely nothing. You have done something, actually. You've closed lower, you've taken out supports, you have made lower highs. That's all you've done, all right? This pullback is not exactly where you want to look to get long, guys, all right? Here's your RSI, you are under it. Is it bearish divergence? No, it is not, right? Everything is looking good. You need to get above this. You need to get above this. And if you got above this swing high right there, that would put you above that. And that's when you would want to be looking for longs. Only then. Right now, it's a sell, and it's a sell setup. Here is, let's go over here to ETH. Let's rock ETH real quick because I didn't get to do a crypto weekly outlook. We will be back on schedule this week. That's why I'm going live today. So on ETH, you did get a close above daily resistance. So that would have been the new daily resistance. And then boom, there's your daily close above it. However, you traded right back below it on a weak close yesterday. Today, you have tested the opening price of this bearish candle. We need a close above that. A close anywhere from the open of this bearish candle down to the close of that bearish candle would be looked at as similar to an inside day. It's just a range bound, not doing anything day, right? Is this a spot to buy? No, you're into resistance. If anything, it looks like a better spot to sell. But this is the thing. On ETH, you can see that you are trying to get above the 50 RSI, right? You're trying to get above that. So there's nothing to do until you get above that. You also have your 50 and 100 exponential moving averages sitting right above you. You have not had a death cross on Ethereum yet. All right, there's your 200 EMA all the way down there. That 50 has to cross that 200 before you got a death cross on it. I don't care about death crosses, guys. I only look at EMAs to tell me one thing. Where are they in reference to price? I do not care about crosses or any of that nonsense. I'm a price action trader. So let's go back over here to the orange list, and I've been watching algo. I've been trading algo for Bitcoin's moves. I'm not doing anything. It looks like it's trying to break out above resistance. Here is daily resistance on Algorand. All right, it looks good. I don't know what this is. It's probably an 8 hour or something. Let's just get rid of it. There is your resistance. You are trading above it, so it looks good. However, you're in a downtrend. You're testing the 50 RSI. So if anything, this looks more like a sell to me. However, I'm going to wait on this daily close, as it will be crucial. If we get a daily close today below 0.8879, I will be looking for short side setups on this for the days to come. All right, and that's pretty much all I got, guys. Let's see if you guys got any questions. Maybe a short session. Nobody's excuse me. Gotta take a drink. Good morning, good morning, good morning. The Agile Leader, good morning, my friend. Heath, when you say this is a strong daily candle or this is weak, is it the size of the candle or does the volume play a part? It's just the size of the candle. I don't care about volume. If you look at a lot of different indicators, you're going to get analysis paralysis. One indicator is going to tell you that it's a long and another indicator is going to tell you that it's a short, right? So what does volume do? It tells you how much was traded at that price. If you use the volume profile, it will show you a basic how much volume was traded at that price. That's the only volume I recommend you using. If you use the volume on the bottom, that's telling you volume by time. All right, it's telling you volume by time. So the problem that I have with volume is it doesn't tell you if it's red or, I mean, it does tell you if it's red or green volume, but it doesn't mean that it's, if you have your volume marked out to be the same color as your candles, that color only coincides with a close, right? So you can basically look at a candle and say, well, if the hourly closed red, the volume bar is going to be red. It doesn't tell you if it's selling volume or buying volume. So I don't look at it, right? I don't look at it. The size of the candle will be indicative of how much volume was traded on the day. Not always, but in general case. If you got a big range candle, chances are there was a lot of volume that day. A small range inside day candle wasn't any volume at all, right? So I do not look at volume at all. I used to look at the volume profile, but I just look at price now, as my strategy is as good as it's gonna get, and it's pretty good. I'm 2 for 2 on the week, and last week I was 3 for 3, and so on and so forth. It goes on down the line. It's been several weeks since I've had a losing week. Several. What's up, Ajith? Thank you for being here, my friend. And the super chat was for my legendary laughter. Thank you, my friend. Are you still bearish short term on USD CAD after this morning's retracement? Came close to target and rejected. Let's go look at it. Am I still bearish? I wasn't bearish on USD CAD yesterday. I took a long on it, Nico. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Yesterday morning, I took a long on USD CAD, but it was just for an intraday scalp. Right here was my entry. Right here, this red candle. Let me get this up big enough. right here. This was your breakout above resistance. This was your support check right into my spot that I love to take longs. Got long. My target was right there. That candle. That was my target. So no, you're not looking to short this. This is a lot of momentum coming into a Heath level. It is a valid area of supply. Yes, that is a supply zone. It is an area where we would normally look for checks to get short as you are in a downtrend. Yes, yes, and yes. The problem is how much time did it take to get from the lows to up here? 3 hours. How much time did it take to get from here to those lows? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You see what I'm saying? It took 3 hours to take out all of this price action. You're not looking to short that. Okay? Not looking to short that. What you can do is wait for a breakout above this up here, then look for a support test, then look for higher prices. All right? You don't want to do anything now. Can this be sold into? Absolutely. I'll put it to you this way. If 9 o'clock rolls around and this thing still has not closed an hourly candle above one spot, 2, 3, 5, 6, 6, then maybe, yeah, you can look for short side setups. Euro USD is weak. There's your Euro USD weakness. That means USD strength. That's another thing against the USD CAD short. So hope that helps, my friend. Can you look at VET USDT? Sure. Let's pull it up, my friends. VET USDT. VeChain versus Tether, Binance on the hourly. Let's get off the hourly. All right, so making lower highs and lower lows. There was your support. There's your close below support. This is a dead cat bounce. You are having trouble into this bear or this bullish candle's low. That looks to be what's causing price to stop there. However, if you go into a smaller time frame chart, you're going to find a level that is stopping price. This is that level. Boom. Right? There you go. There's your Heath level. There's your resistance. Gotta get an 8-hour closure above 0 spot 9311, 0 spot 09311 before you can look for longs. Here is your RSI on the 8-hour. You are checking it as a long. Daily. Daily, you are still looking for shorts. Do not look at the RSI under any time frame other than a daily. That is it. Because like I said, 8-hour gives you a false signal. It's telling you this might be a long. And it might be. Right? Did you take out support? Nope. There's support until it's not. Right there. You are holding it. Boom, 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 boom. So, yeah. Maybe a long, maybe not. I wouldn't look long for this or short. You're in the middle of a range. A breakdown, pull back, then I would look for shorts. Break out, pull back, then I would look for longs. Right now it's in the middle of a range. Alright? I've noticed a lot of alts repricing lower before the summer bull run. La Finesse. I predict that by the end of this week we will make new supports across the board. Or across the board, but I'm pretty sure you meant across. It's possible, but I can tell you one thing, my friend, and this is friendly advice. This is not me coming at you or nothing, but stop trying to predict price. I mean, what good does it do? You look good if you say it on Twitter. I predict that the blah, 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 what you just said, have new supports. But if it doesn't work out, then what? You know what I'm saying? Then your prediction didn't work. Instead of trying to predict what price is going to do, let price tell you what price is going to do. Can you have a look at gold? Or that's silver. Yeah, let's go look at silver. Alright, so you put in a low down here, took it out with a closure on the daily. So this is support. Then you had a trap. That's usually what causes the trap right there. Then you got bullish strength, close above the weak candle's high, That's extremely strong. Taking out resistance as well. There was resistance. All right. So, actually, sorry, right there. Boom. This tells you that was a trap. So then the next day you're looking for longs. And it's playing out. This is the problem though. This was a big move to the downside. So there's going to be a lot of stuff that's going to be looked at as selling opportunities. So right here, you can see where price took this out. I don't know if you can see what I'm talking about. This was an untested level on the daily, also known as a market inefficiency. This is why I don't trade inefficiencies as well. I mean, I will target them, but I don't take trades based on them. Looks like you're trying to break it. So if you'd have got short on this day, thinking that this inefficiency was filled, you got smoked. Today, you got smoked. So just don't do that. Look for valid price levels, support, resistance. Those support and resistances are going to be daily and 8-hour closes and opens. So we can't find anything on a daily. Let's go to the 8-hour. You can see big, long, expanding range to the downside right here. And you're trading up into this right now. Will you find resistance here? It's possible. It looks like it's trying to do it right now. There's a pretty good chance we're not going to find anything. Maybe on an hourly. Hourly right there. Boom. That's what's holding price. Right there. That's your resistance. That's what's coming in to hold price right now. All right, you're still a ways up there, but that's it. That's all I can see. I mean, you could go down to a 15-minute maybe and find the exact candle that's causing this current price action to get stalled out. So shorts are loading up here. Would I be looking for shorts? No. Why not? Well, because you've been bullish for the last couple days. Last couple days have been bullish. So basically what you need to see is you need to see a daily reversal before you look for shorts. Like, you need to, what I would want to see is like maybe a push up here, New York session opens, and then you get a big red day, comes all the way down, closes below this low. That would be a bearish engulfing. On the next day, I would look for a check of this day's opening or closing price, wherever it ends up, the closing price, look for a check of that. This will always be the open, so no matter what. If you close down here below the open, look for a test of the open. For short side setups, targeting 26.09900. But right now the bulls are in control. Bulls are trying to take out resistance right now. So there's resistance, 26.48. 26.48. Right there. That's daily resistance. So as long as you're trading above that, you're bullish, you're not bearish. A close below this swing low, then you can look for prices to come down there. But other than that, it's not doing nothing really. SNX, Synthetics Networks. Let's go look at it. SNX, New York Stock Exchange. No liquidity at all in this asset. Nothing. All right, so you're trading up on highs. Like, this thing is trading at all-time highs. I've looked at this for someone else before. Hopefully they got long. So this is probably gonna do what the S&P 500 does. It's not, the S&P 500 hasn't sold off in the last few days, but you can see that you had to push lower, and then you found support, and then you had to push higher. Yesterday you closed low. This is your close yesterday. So what you're gonna be watching for is you're gonna be watching for a pullback into this area there, 1.2194, and that would be your short. If you get that, pre-market's trading all the way down at 120.76. So I don't know if I'd be looking for that. It is longer term bullish. So what I would probably do is just wait for a setup to the upside. All right. It's already been tested, and it got tested on this day as well. But it's all gappy, hard at price action to look at. So this is going to be support, one at 18.92. If you get that and you hold on a daily closing basis, you can look for possible longs. If you take that out, you're going to be looking for lower prices. Next area of support is this bearish candle's close at about 117. And then this one over here will be your next support if you take that out. All the way over here, 114. I don't like it for longs right where it's at. It looks more to me like the shorts are starting to take control of it. You are below your 50. You see this? This was your selling opportunity. Not blindly. You would have had to find something to sell it against. What would have I sold it against? A check of this opening price of this candle right there. As price traded up into that open, that's your entry. And it's been working for the last 5 days. So, I don't know, man. I wouldn't be looking for longs right now. Not just yet. Plus, it's at all-time highs. I mean, this thing could pull back all the way down to $95 and still be longer-term bullish. So, Brandon Lamb, good morning, Heath. Quick question. Yesterday we tested 33537 for Bitcoin and closed above the daily time frame. Wouldn't that still be considered bullish if we get a close above that level? Yesterday we tested the 33537. Let's go find that 3357 and closed above the daily yesterday. Dude, you closed red yesterday. That's red. Why do you think this is bullish? Here's support. This is bullish. When you're trading away from support, you're bullish. I know this sounds like no shit, Sherlock, but I'm trying to help you. Alright, just listen to what I'm saying to you. When you put in this check, this test right here, this weekday, boom, found support. Then the bulls took pressure, bought it up, then you were trading away. This is bullish. When you fall off in one day all the way back down to that same support, that is not bullish. That is not bullish. Bullish means you're going higher. Bearish means you're going lower. This right here, yes, it is another support test. Yes, it did close above this support level, but not by much. I do like this bullish momentum today. If it can hold up and we can get a closure above this bullish candle's close, then we will start looking and thinking about longs. Right now, there is no long setup, and it's just because of this candle. This is a pullback into old support looking for a resistance. This is where the bears are entering. This is where I would have been entering, right? You want to be on the same side of the market as I am on. And right now I'm telling you, you're not looking for longs on Bitcoin. Not yet. I am long Bitcoin. I am a long-term hodler on Bitcoin. I will hold for 10 to 15 years because I think it's going to be worth insane amounts of money then. But right now, Bitcoin is bearish. The trend is bearish. The price action is bearish. The indicators are bearish. You are under the 50 marker on the daily. You're above or below all major moving averages. There is not an indicator in the world other than that stupid Wyckoff thing that everybody's looking at that is bullish. Not one. Now, is that a reason to get bullish? Yeah. I mean, you're definitely going to be against the trend and against the fray because everybody's still bullish on Bitcoin. But price is not. Price is not. So just be careful if you're looking to long this today. People don't want to have patience, but it takes patience. This is nasty. This candle is nasty. And if it doesn't look nasty on the daily, go look at it on this. Here it is. That's your daily range. Right there, my friend. This was bullish. This is not. This is okay. This is not. You see what I'm saying? Is this a pullback into support? This stuff here to get long? I doubt it. I mean, anything's possible. But here's Euro USD. Red on the day. Here is... let's go look at another one. Here's Pound USD. red on the day. Everything against the dollar is red on the day, except for Aussie dollar. And the reason for that is because of the RBA interest rate decision. Other than that, if that wasn't the case, this thing would be red too on the day. So just wait on Bitcoin if you're looking for longs. But it's not bullish, my friend. Can you also take a look at CAD Yen? Yeah, I liked CAD Yen yesterday. It looked really good. Not for a trade yesterday, but the way it was structured, the way it looked. So yesterday when we closed like this, it looked good. I actually thought we were going to get a breakout above this stuff up here, and this would have been a bullish target. But today you checked the opening price or the closing price of this bullish candle, and then you've seen a sell-off. It's not a big sell-off as you're still trading inside of this bullish candle's range. So it's an inside range candle. Yesterday was an inside range candle as well. The reason I don't like it is because when you have a breakout like this or a push up into resistance and a close not above resistance but a supply zone, it's usually bullish. So you're looking for a pullback to get long. Well, it's not working. Since yesterday was an inside day, you can look on the next day or the day after, possibly. Usually it's the next day, but sometimes it can take 2 days to get a break out of a inside day candle's range. You got to take out the low or the high of this candle. Looks like it's aiming for the low. I would have assumed that it would have been aiming for the high. Now this is the thing, you're having yen strength, and this is still, even though it is bearish and looks bad, it's still an inside candle. It's still inside this range. So I mean, technically it could turn around here, but I'm not looking for that to happen because of the momentum. This is a lot of momentum. You are 2 hours, well, an hour and 45 minutes from the New York Open. You're probably going to see this hourly candle and the next hourly candle pull back. And then at 8 o'clock, 8:30ish, you're going to see probably to the downside. I mean, it's just what it looks like to me. I could be wrong. Like I said, I'm not no superhuman or anything. I know how to analyze price. So I'm going to wait for it. As long as this closing daily candles above that trend line, then I'm going to be looking for bullish entries. Here's your daily once again. There's your RSI. You were trading above it yesterday. A close here or lower on the day, you're going to be back below it, which isn't good. That means the bears are in control. Oh, good water. So good. So I'm waiting on CAD Yen. The only assets that I see today that I'm looking to trade, guys, is Aussie Yen, Euro USD. Those are the only two FX pairs that I'm looking at for day trades. And I think Aussie Yen has already happened. Let's see here. Alright, so this would have been an entry. Could have been an entry. We will see what happens. Like I said, the thing that's got me the most concerned about this is that yen strength. Yen is strong on the day. That's the one thing that you have to keep in mind. So Euro USD will probably be the best one to take. If you do take this long, your target is 84,256, and that is it. Once you hit that, you are taking 2/3 of your position off, and you are moving your stop to break even. Because after that happens, you can see something like this. I doubt it, but you can. You know what I mean? Because everything else, all the other risk on assets are down today. Euro USD is a risk on asset. Pound USD is a risk on asset. Aussie and New Zealand are a risk on assets. Here's your S&P 500. Looks like it's trying to top out. Am I calling a bear market? No. Am I calling a crash? No. Guys, the S&P 500 is just the Fed is propping it up. Like, do you have more money than the Fed? Then buy it. You know what I mean? Buy pullbacks. I've been saying that since I started the YouTube channel. Any pullback in this thing is an opportunity to get long. And it has been ever since. Ever since. It's just went straight up. You've got bearish divergence on this thing on the weekly. People are talking about that. I laugh. This is your weekly bearish divergence. Even here, you got new bearish divergence on your weekly. So you got 2 weekly divergence things. This is why everybody's trying to get short. If you got short over here, you got crushed. Unless you were smart enough to take profits down there. Crushed. And if you've been shorting from over here, once you put in this new high and lower high on the RSI, crushed. So you can take so many short trades trying to play that divergence, and you're gonna get wrecked. Whereas all you have to do is buy one red day and just hold it. It's been the simplest trade of the year. They have essentially told you as much. That's what the rate decision was for. Last week, 2 weeks ago, our rate decision. They said we're not doing anything. We're going to continue with our asset purchases. Look what's happened since. You had a few red days. What did I say that was going to be? A buying opportunity. Why? Because we knew nothing was going to change. So this push lower was just another opportunity to get long. Absolutely. Boom. Straight up. With one red day in the midst. So is it running out of steam? It's possible. But Bitcoin's red, Euro's red, Pound is red. Everything's red except Aussie. So that's why I'm looking at Aussie. It's got more strength than anything else. Dagger Rogers, I did look at, I got something just happened. Where am I at? Okay, so there. If I've missed your comment, please don't take it personally. It's just because I did not see it. The chat on my end, it lags out and goes crazy sometimes. So if I miss your comment, please do not think that I'm just ignoring you, because I'm not. I just didn't see it. What does Heath mean? Entry 1 of 2, 1A, a tract of wasteland, B is an extensive area rather than noise. I'm not sure what you're saying, my friend. How old are you, man? What did you study in college? I didn't go to college, my friend, and I am 41. I googled definition of Heath just for fun since I like the idea of Heath levels. Well, you're not going to find that in Google, unfortunately. Could you look at USDJPY, says Dayberry. Yeah, let me go look at it. Right here it is. Yeah, so this thing's been kind of, it's been a hard trade. It looks like it's been an easy trade, but it's not been. It has been adhering to a channel, but this thing does that. Look at the channel it held going down. It got a bullish breakout of that, and man, what a trade that was. We were all over that. This thing here, though, yeah, it's trading in this channel. So basically, I don't know what to tell you. It's broke out of the channel all the way up to there. So this is why I just trade price. But the problem is there's your bullish breakout. You're coming in. If you look at all these push-ups, here you had 4 red days, then you got your bullish explosion for a couple days. And that's been the MO on this thing, right? Bullish explosion, red days. Bullish explosion, red days. So, I mean, if it holds support here, that's the lowest I want it to go. If it goes beyond that, then I'm not looking for longs anymore. I mean, can it? Yeah, it can go all the way down here and catch support. Or here and catch support. It's been going up. It's just been a difficult trade. Has not been fun. So that first level to watch is 110.620. Not doing anything until you get a check of that level, and then it has to maintain it. You're seeing yen strength today. It's just stronger than the dollar. That's why it's going down. It's not going down aggressively. Here's your daily range, essentially. From here Where's 1700? So this is your daily range. It's not a massive red day, to say the least. It's just down, sideways, and a little bit down. Is it finding support here on the hourly? That's your support right there. So an hourly closure below it, you're looking lower. If it holds here, is that a spot to get long? I would say no, because yen is stronger than the dollar on the day as of right now. That can all change at the New York Open though, because all kinds of new volume is going to come in the market, and that can absolutely change that around to where USD is now stronger than the yen, because they're right next to each other as far as strength goes. So yeah, there's nothing to do on it in my opinion. If we go look at an 8 hour, so here's your, nope, it's down here, so it's lower than the daily. So just watch that daily level. That's the only thing I can say. This is all jumbled mess, man. It's all a jumbled mess. This is a bear trap on the 8 hour. So you were holding support, there's your close below, boom, straight up. Bear trap. So it's been difficult. It's been a difficult trade. I think there's better opportunities elsewhere right now. I think he meant SNX crypto asset. Oh. Well, he just said SNX, so let me go look at SNX USD. Sorry, my friend. It's bullish today. What'd you catch? Support right there. That's your support check. Get a line on it. Then you got a nice big bullish explosion off of it. You even closed above this yesterday. So something happened to cause this. Are you looking to buy it right now? Absolutely not, man. Your move was down here. This was your buy, right? Not up here. Up here, you're waiting. You're coming into resistance right now, and you will only know if that resistance held or not at the close. You can see how it caught yesterday, right? Yesterday didn't get a perfect check of it, but it went up close enough and then came back down. So this today, if you close below this level, 11 spot 64, you're going to be waiting. You're going to be waiting for a pullback to the midpoint of this candle, or the open of the close of this candle, and which is also the open of this candle. But there is your reason why, I guess, probably there. You could go in smaller time frames and see if you can find any red stuff in this trend. You got some, right? Would I be looking to buy this close to resistance? Probably not. This looks like it's testing it now to go higher. That's what it looks like. But I am not buying breakouts. Is this a breakout, resume, retest, or whatever? No, I don't believe so. This is still a breakout. On the day, it's still a breakout. So, I mean, if there's, get your stop down here and see what happens, I guess, is all you can do, right? I don't know if it's going to hold or not. I would much rather see a retest of this level down here, like a failure here today, then come back down, test this level, hold support, make a higher low support, and show me that it's actually bullish and not just a pump and dump. Because crypto assets do that all the time, man. Pumps and dumps. This could just be getting everybody FOMO'd in, right? Oh, I'm buying today. They probably bought all the way up to here. So now would be the time to let the shoe drop. Crush them. You gotta learn to trade better than that. Buying breakouts, buying highs, that's not the way to trade. There's nothing to do on it today. It does look bullish so far for the last few days. Nice strength. But we gotta get a higher low support. That would confirm bullish strength. Then you can look for longs. Until it happens, you're not doing anything. You mean today, if we close above that level today? Yeah, I mean that would be a two-time check of support and the 2 days that it held, right? He's talking about this level right here, 33,516 spot 11. Yesterday you closed above it, so he's asking if this is a valid support test because he wants to get long. This was a bearish day though. Yes, can this hold? If it holds today, tomorrow, yep, it can. But it's safer to just wait because you're trading in a range that's in another range that's in this range. You did, okay, so like if you put this candle right here is the range. It's what's keeping the range together. This candle, this is your capitulation candle. So if you look, there's only been one time where this candle's been breached. You got it down to the downside there, right? This needs to be breached up here. And you can't even get up there. Every attempt, you've been swatted like flies. This looks like redistribution to me, not accumulation. Why? Why accumulate? Why distribution and not accumulation? Because you're making lower lows. You are now starting to make a small channel to the upside. But until you get above this resistance, you are inside of a range. It is a selling opportunity. So think of it like what happened up here, right? They sold there, they sold there, they sold there, they sold there. Boom. They sold there, they sold there, they sold there, they sold there. Boom. We need to get above these prices. Otherwise, Bitcoin's going lower. It's going lower. If it doesn't get up out of this range, it's going to get crushed. So just, I mean, yeah, technically, if you close above 33,516, you held support again. You would be right. What do you think about Binance leverage coin sushi, down or up? I don't have any clue, man. I don't trade leverage coins, and I definitely don't trade them on Binance. These are the crypto assets that I trade right here, and I don't trade a lot of these. Since the drop, since the capitulation, I've been trading Doge and Algo, Matic, and I've taken one trade on Luna. Those are the only things that I've traded so far. And it's just because I'm basically trading what Bitcoin's doing. If Bitcoin's holding support and Bitcoin looks like it's going higher, I find an area on Algo to get long. That's basically all I've been doing. Wyckoff is so much more difficult than everyone thinks. Can't just match up a diagram. No, you cannot, Oz. No, you cannot. If trading was that simple, guys, think about it. Everybody would be freaking millionaires. All you got to do is go buy a Wyckoff book, find a section of price that looks like one of his little diagrams, and boom, ping, pow. Get rich, baby. Buy my Lambo tomorrow. It's not that simple, guys. It's not that simple. Good morning, Heath. Look at Euro USD fib only on the daily to July. Euro USD, I'm gonna have to shut it down after this one, guys, unfortunately, because I gotta get a trade in. I don't need to, but I want to. What'd you say? June to July. So it's gonna be that bullish day from the NFP. Yeah, I know what you're saying. I see what you're saying. You're checking the 618 of that daily range. Yes, you are, my friend. Yes, you are. That's still a lot of momentum, dude. You know what I mean? Like, that's a lot of momentum. Let's go to the hourly. So, is this support? Are we looking for higher prices? No. When I took this long, I was taking it for a day trade only, because the longer term, the trend is down. Right? It's down. It's not long term down. The near term trend is down. Right here. So as long as it's down and you're taking out supports, right? There was support. There's your daily close below it. All I was doing was taking a trade for a bullish range day, and that's it. Anything higher would have been gravy, but I'm out of that trade now. I got out of that trade up in here. Or no, I didn't. I got out of the trade here yesterday. Sorry, it was yesterday. I exited the position. So it's, I don't know. I don't know if I'd be looking for longs. With that being said, guys, unfortunately, I have to call it. Thank you guys for showing up. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for that. I haven't got the new thing done yet for the Patreon members and channel members, but I will say thank you very much. This evening I will get that situated for you guys. Thank you so much. Your support just truly, I can't thank you enough. Make sure you guys trade safe, trade smart, and happy trading. I'm actually looking for a short on euro today if we get a check of this. And I laid out basically all the trades at the beginning of the stream. So if you want to just check out the beginning of it, we're looking for shorts if we get up in this area. We want to see a rejection. It looks like we're not even going to get that. And the other trade that we're looking for is Aussie Yen. Possible longs. Targets are laid out. Thank you guys for being here. And we will catch you Thursday morning, same time, same channel, same place. Thank you guys. Have a great day.